and welcome to Austin, Texas, one of our favorite stops on the tour. And today, Darrell K. Royal Stadium is packed and revved up, ready to make noise with the Texas Longhorns. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He stops at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. First play, he looks left for a completion. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain. Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Running back has it on a screen now. They bring him down just short of the mark, inches away from the first down.
Early on in the football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to their offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
The Trojans starting a new series here on 1st and 10. He drops back in the gun. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down. The Trojans will come to the line to run the hurry up.
They're going to pick up a first down. Nice catch, but even a better throw to show that accuracy and efficiency from that quarterback spot. And my gosh, they have so many great quarterbacks over the years.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They bring him down. An explosive hit by this offense. Big game. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Makes a quick grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Incomplete for a third straight run.
Hey, good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
This one is right through. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to put it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone to begin the drive at the 25. Fresh set it down to the offense, first down. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They bring it down to the 32-yard line. Second down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed off. Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. Fresh set it down. It's 1st and 10. Single back takes the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for a play caller, allow him to make that defense think they're going to run, maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Change of pace, now looking to throw the football. Short connection to the tight end here. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, stops the ball at the 44. Longhorns pick up enough yards to get a fresh set it down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just run and pound him quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result was a tackle for a loss for the back.
And they keep this drive going, trying to convert it on third down now. He'll hand it off. He'll stop him just short of the mark. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. The Longhorns will look to convert here on 4th down. Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. Tackled at the 33, that's good enough for a first down. A running play gives the offense fresh set of downs. Using the ground game here, tailback has the handoff.
Chris, the sweat era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have the ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Not easy to bring down. The quarterback finally gets the job done. So the offense faces third and short for the plus 26. Might be four down territory. Let's see what the call is here. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up the football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Here's the second down play. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. They cover the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a fourth down. Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. The field goal is good. The game is now tied. Following the field goal, the football team is out there now.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He is got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They'll return it from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. Last possession was settled for 3. Let's see if they can reach the end zone this time. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They go backwards on first down, so it's second and long on 19. And he'll set up to throw. QB to the tight end for a completion. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the mark. Tough situation with the offense. Third and long on 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted.
Good job.
Not much of a return.
There we
The
go.
important thing is the interception sets the offense up at 45. Three guys up front blindly. It's first down now. And the wideout goes in motion. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They ate up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
They bring it down, but that game moves the ball all the way to the 41.
The tight end track route is the perfect option for an offense, looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
From the shotgun now, there's an inside give. Not much on that play, brought down short.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area. Size the hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long.
Yeah, I'm surprised he dropped the ball here. This tight end is known for his hands. The ball's put on the money. Somehow it just goes through his arms.
One more to pick up enough yards to move the sticks. Receiver in motion now. Inside give now for the shotgun. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give him credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now it's second down here. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. And he'll loft it to the end zone. That shot is complete. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes the shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making the play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball.
The ball is picked off. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring.
First play of the drive, they look to the right. Defense reacts quickly, a very short game on the ball.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Oh, the read option here. The quarterback keeps it. I thought he was going to get out and maybe take this downfield for big yards. The defense very fortunate to keep him to a shorter gain.
Again, going to the RPO when it's complete. They've got about a nod before making 1st down yards. They'll move the ball to the 41.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots from the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Handoff from the shotgun. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Boy, thing of beauty, right, Chris? A USC running back picking up a 1st down on the ground. There have been so many great backs, and probably as many as any when it comes to counting out individual stars. Going back to guys like Charles White and Marcus Allen, both won the Heisman Trophy.
And he's brought down after a big 1st down gain. 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity for him to take a shot here. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Branch. Tackle made after a big gain.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Tackle penalty 8 after the completion.
Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense...
And he's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments from their attack, because right now it's not working.
The completion makes it 2nd and short. Senior making a disruptive impact play.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
What's the play?
One will line up to punt it away. With the return, it's Branch. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the USC offense is back out on the field. That costly red zone interception last time. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Because I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is the offense going to do 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection cover in this play.
Yes.
And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover for those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
And the return is brought down by the coverage team. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out, and they get a drive going
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Quick completion to the tight end. Take it down, and number 4 makes the first down.
Man, where's the scouting report for this defense? He knew coming into this game this tight end was capable. That's his 5th catch in this first half.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw. It's yours. There's a screen pass to the running back. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. How about the speed of this defense? Now, we're looking at a third down.
The Longhorns will bring their punt team to the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Bringing it back, it's Branch. The coverage team will bring him down. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. This group is pulling off a quick 3 and out, and they put something together in this one. He hands it off from the gun. Gabe moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
Just love watching his backfield. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice solid game.
Off-play action, he's looking to throw. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete.
Chris, as you know, anywhere in college football, these tight ends are essentially wide receivers. They move them all over the place and try to find a good matchup. And they have one. They're just unable to complete the pass.
And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. They're going to kick it away for the second time. And they've got the return corral. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. They finally get things going this time. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down play coming up. Looking downfield. It's yours. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And that will pick up the first down. Spotted at 38. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. Aggressively again on 1st and 10. There's the snap. He's looking to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Good job of the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. And short for the first down line.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
Takes the handoff, gets to the right. Running with purpose. Comes out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, just a beautiful hole here opened up by this offensive line. I watched this Texas running back. The more I'm starting to really appreciate things like his vision and instincts as a ball carrier. You know he's got that combination of power and speed. You start to watch him run this football, you can see why defensive coordinators around the country are very nervous when they have to go up against him.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Short pass finds the tight end. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Offense moving closer to the line of gain after that catch. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. They make the first down, brought down to the 30. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And there's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Cut quickly. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. After making his first attempt, this one is from 43 yards out. Coach elected to go field goal attempt. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit anything better than that. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out now.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Gets made on the out route. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch. Get a little bit closer to the mark. Defense spends their second timeout to try to break through. Second down play coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Escapes the pocket. They'll avoid the big hit with the slide. They move to 6, looking to the line here on 1st down now. Quarterback drops back, fires it to his target, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Chris, I don't know, man. I think he gets across the middle. He starts thinking about those linebackers and safeties. Got a little bit nervous, lost his concentration, and drops the ball.
The pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. The pocket breaking down. Over the middle, it's Branch. This offense picks up the 1st down. They tackle him at the 44. And timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Back to throw again. Over the middle, another tight end. Finally brought down, but this is a big play. Moves the ball down to the 21. The Trojans lining up here on 1st and 10. Snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. Down the middle, it's Lane. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Caught near the goal line. Brought down to 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. And now the defense decides to suspend the timeout to regroup a bit. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs to stop here, trying to force the field goal attempt. 3rd down play here out of the shotgun. Interception down there in the end zone. Hold on. They'll bring up 4th down now. And they will try out the field goal team here. After connecting on his first try, this is a chip shot from 22 yards out.
He missed. How?
This chance to tie this lead, still down by 3. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? The junior able to bring him down quickly. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. It's kicking out Kevin Potters with our halftime update. The Trojans will kick this away to get the 2nd half going. Fields it just outside the goal line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. get the second half started with their running play. Attacking them right at the 31.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance and a really nice gain.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down mark. Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. They're going to run it. Put him up for first down yardage.
And that is a gutsy call to go for on 4th down in your own territory. And you can see that this coach is confident in his offense and going to the go-to plays that they call specifically for these situations.
You'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looking to pass this time. He dumps off to the tight end.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
To throw, it's yours. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. Longhorns will bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. He fields it at the 15. And the returner is brought down. And the USC offense is back out on the field. This one has been a defensive stalemate. Let's see if the offense can get something going here. From the shotgun, here's a handoff inside. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now, you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Lets it go quickly. Caught over the middle. It's Branch. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, SC. Will take the lead in the second half.
Well, that's a well-rolled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Automatic in the PAT. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he takes this right inside the 5. And he stops him at the 23. That's solid coverage. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Last time they were forced to punt it away, and they get points out of this possession. Grab down the middle. It's Pillman. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Offense getting set. Second down play here. That'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout and we'll check it out. First down here for this offense. Running out of time in the pocket. Running back grabs it on the screen. And he shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down mark.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
To the air. It's yours. Pass not complete. After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up 4th down. Longhorns will bring their punt team onto the field. That's his 4th punt running today. Coverage seam downs the ball right there. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone, and the defense come up with a stop this time. They start the drive with a good throw to the right. Makes the defender miss. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40. And the Trojans come to the line to run the hurry up.
Boy, just a great throw and outstanding accuracy by this USC quarterback. We always know over the years that SC has as much history as anybody at this quarterback spot, and sure is living up to that right now.
It's a one-yard gain, second and 9.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39. And the Trojans churn out another first down. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And the sophomore a little bit too much air into that throw. Out comes the field goal team to give it a shot. This is a long way. They're going to trust the kicker from 56 yards out. See if he's got the distance. This drive is no good. The lead remains at 4 after the miss. And the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Out of the shotgun, you'll hand it off. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. Offense getting set. It's second down. Receiver now before the snap. They'll feed the back again. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice second and 2.
I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull and hit a big play from the air to your receiver.
Finds room to the 30. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he was able to get downfield for the first down.
The back's got it. Runs right over the defender. He made the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Nothing better than offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. On the jet sweep. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
Longhorns moving quickly down the field here. The player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Fresh set of downs, first and goal. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns. Well, they'll try to add the lead now in the PAT.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game with your quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. That's exactly what happened here as they scored this touchdown.
Returner decides to field it. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They need some out of this possession. Last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there. The gain makes him second and medium. quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Snags it with thread. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26. A new set of downs after that completion. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Caught over the middle. It's Branch. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. The Trojans have first and 10 here. Ball handed off. The Sox were able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups. The defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of the defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can he keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. The Trojans will send the punt team on the field. Lands just short of the goal line, but bounces in for a touchback. The Longhorns offense takes the field. The last possession is just old school power football. We'll see if they can keep that going here. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Dropping back. It's yours. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackled, but 1st down.
When the defense gets these guys to 3rd down, they get a chance to get them off the field. And instead,
Get out.
The first down, so the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Yeah, I like the run play here. Offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Hey, you got what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call. Just keep working that clock.
Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a game here.
Hat on the head up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
And here's the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. Look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another 1st down. They bring him down with the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. Drive stays alive with that 1st down completion. Handoff here from the shotgun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that run.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense got to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. The talk strategy here. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And they'll stop him short of the line of gain. 3rd down and 3. Try to make it 3 consecutive 3rd down conversions. Try and muscle for the first down. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Now they run the football here. I thought he might have enough room to be able to extend and get across that first down mark, but he's going to be a couple yards short. Good job by the defense having awareness of space there and knew exactly what they needed to do to bring him down.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will move away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. And the USC offense is back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away, and they come up with something here. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
The defensive coordinator this week is already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Running back with the football. He'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, that run didn't go anywhere here on third down. They'll bring up fourth down, and right now, late in the game, they've got to go for this. They've got to call their best fourth and short play and hope to keep the sticks moving.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They settled for a field goal last time out. Let's see what they can do this time. Scanning the field. It's yours. Running back has it on a screen now. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
And the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive gain for the offense.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. It's a quick grab. They'll pick up the first down. He's brought down to the 21.
You see more offenses in college football going with 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walled out, and you can take advantage of it.
So the counter play doesn't work. The defense in good position that time to make a play.
Yeah, on most of these counters, you leave the in-man on the line of scrimmage unblocked, and you try to pull those offensive linemen to kick him out. But if you have an aggressive defense, sometimes that can backfire, and the defense knew exactly what was coming there.
Offense been worse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Grab down the middle. It's Helm. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. Longhorns are going to keep this drive moving. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. They'll work the clock here with the running game.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield to rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
Makes the grab. It's Golden. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down. The offense will quickly spend the timeout here after the play.
Oh, that really hurts for this defense. They get these guys the third down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. 2nd down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. The sure hands, it's Blue. Put some space around the 30. Tackle is finally made, but explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line. The Longhorns begin a new series here, 1st and 10. There's the handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
You just keep turning these yards out, playing with a lead here late in the football game. At the very least, you're thinking about making this a two-possession game with a field goal. Keep eating that clock.
They try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
See, that's how you make it when an offense wants to win. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage. Not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on this one.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Rolling the dice a bit, up possession, going for it on fourth down. They're going to run it here. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here. Talk strategy. So they get the first down, and that could be the dagger. This defense needed to stop right there. The offense can begin to think of a celebration.
What a gutsy call here by the head coach to go for this with fourth down with the lead late in the game. Give them all the credit for the execution. This game's not over, but the defense, the only chance they really have now is they got to rip that ball out and try to get a turnover.
They finally stop it at the 3, and the offense really threatening now.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Catch made, but the defense gobbles them up for just a short game.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out of that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. As a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive here, this close, inside the 3-yard line, got to come away here with a touchdown.
Well, Kirk, we thought it might be this kind of a game. Very small margin for error.